Good morning. Good morning.
Maybe a little more awake now.
Huh?
I may be a little more awake now. God, that thing's obnoxious.
So this was sent to me from Alabama from one of our viewers,
The chicken trucker.
the chicken trucker. His name
That's
is
funny.
Chris,
I love it.
and he found this. Kind of looks like a porn chicken trucker.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was wondering
but
why.
It's a chicken, and you just go.
Oh my God.
So anyway, and you know what else he sent me too, which is one of the things that we had talked about. I don't know if it was Paul was here. You weren't here, and we were talking about. Like I said, all right, we're pencils. We're talking about 80s things, and that pencil was number two, right? Number one pencils.
There's such thing as
yes. There is such a thing as a number one pencil, and apparently there's a number three pencil as well.
So what's so special about number two?
I don't know.
Is it the type of lead or something?
I don't know. Here, you can have one. You cannot take an Iowa test with these.
I mean, it feels the same.
Feels a little thinner, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
I do.
Lead looks like it's the same. Weird. I wonder what a number three is. Oh, it says extra soft on it. Maybe the lead is softer.
So it's pencils for a girl.
You can't say that.
Oh, all right. Somebody
Can't
who
say
identifies or likes femininity.
Or just like soft things.
Could be.
X soft. So does that mean 3 is extra hard?
I don't know, but it says premium wood.
Huh.
I know a porn star named that.
Interesting.
It's latex free.
Okay.
The eraser, that is. It's latex free. I'm reading the box.
All right.
Certified non-toxic. Black graphite point for smooth, easy writing.
But not to be used for bubble tests.
No. No, those
It's
are
a
only
number one.
It's a number one pencil. You can only do that with number two.
That is so weird. I wonder what the difference is.
Legit. Focus in on it.
That's really strange. Now you got me wondering what the differences are.
Number one. Yeah, I don't know, and it's funny too because when Chris messaged me, when I got these, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I kept one for myself." I'm like, dude, really?
So
how rude? No.
So I Googled it.
Yeah.
It says if a pencil has a higher number than 2, it means it has a harder graphite core, a harder point, and a lighter shade.
I wonder where that noise comes from.
The chicken. Oh God. If it has a lower number than 2, it means it has a softer graphite core, a softer point, and a darker shade.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Now you know the difference between number 1, 2s, and 3 pencils.
I wasn't sure. Oh, I don't believe this. I don't believe what I am seeing right now. And I'm going to show everybody exactly what I'm talking about in a second. But this is pretty funny. This is really... Oh, I get a kick out of this one.
I can only imagine now.
Huh?
I can only imagine.
Well, okay, there it is. I got to download it to upload it. Where is everybody today? Boy, we're off a day and all of a sudden, boom.
Off a day and wicked late today.
It's because you're on Walden, extra
Oh
Walden
my God.
time.
Not just me.
Talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not on Walden time.
You were late today too. I don't want to hear it.
Good morning, Erica. She goes, there are different hardnesses for drawing in pencil and having shading.
Oh, for like art stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
And good morning
I
to
didn't
you,
even think of
Sabrina.
that. That makes sense.
Okay.
Interesting. So it's not just for
Oh.
test taking.
No, that's really what I thought.
Me
That it was
too.
all.
Because that's all you've ever
Strictly.
heard. Number
Huh?
twos, number twos, number twos. You always need a number
Yes.
two. And it's just, I never really thought about it.
You the one, and now we the twos. All right, so so I showed my chicken.
We have to name him.
Okay, it can't be like Charlie.
No.
And then what do you think? I get a text, and there is that's Scott Fryer sent me that. Take a look. Can you see it in your group, or you're not looking?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Sent it in the what? Where?
Just look at our
Oh, okay.
at our thing, or whatever it is. we
Our
call
live
this.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not see it?
No.
You don't see the picture? Refresh.
Nothing.
Nothing. Are you serious? Oh, it's coming up. It's coming.
Okay.
Up. Yeah.
Just a
So-
bit of a delay behind. Oh
There it
my
is. That's
God.
Scott. I'm assuming that is your.
What the heck?
I'm assuming that is your briefcase there.
Is that what that is?
I'm not quite
I
sure.
don't know.
I don't know.
I'm questioning.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep. So anyway,
I
maybe
wonder what his chicken's name is. No, they have names. You have to name
Chuckles.
it. Chuckles.
I don't know. So Chris is in the group. Hey, Chris. Aha,
Oh
Scott.
my gosh, I read that wrong.
He goes, oh. You mean you
Oh my God.
you read the word ruck wrong?
I'm looking. I'm telling you, man, I am so tired. Initially that thing came up, and I was like, "It's in your what bag?"
Chris wants to know what happened to the chicken.
Oh my God.
Nothing. It's right here. That's another guy's bag. He's got one. He's got one too.
Oh my God. His name should be Chokin.
Chokin. He's from the Netherlands. What's his name? Chokin. Chokin the chicken.
I love it. I think we found his name.
Chokin the chicken. He's Dutch.
That's great.
Oh my God.
That's funny. I love it. Chokin. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
We're not
My
gonna
name is the Chokin the chicken.
We're not going to find anything better than that. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, that's good. Laura, you have named her chicken.
She's won the internet for the day.
You have won the internet today, Laura. And Christopher. Hello, Christopher.
Thanks for the chicken.
Thank you. Nobody sends us anything ever, but Chris from Alabama.
Uh-huh. And number one, pencils.
And number one pencils.
Extra soft. And a lighter shade, we found out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You just can't take tests with them.
You cannot. All right. So Scott says, if you look at my profile picture, now I gotta look. You'll see him there in my pack. Okay, so now I gotta look.
So what's the story behind the rucksack chicken?
I don't know.
There must be a story behind why there's a chicken on the rucksack.
He's not kidding. Oh my goodness. He's really. Why don't I have these before the show starts? Because this is hilarious. So he's not kidding at all.
Oh,
he actually has it.
Yeah,
on his.
I don't doubt it. We all carry them on our annual hike.
Huh?
He says they all carry them on their annual hike.
Got it.
Is that like instead of like if you get lost, like you just like squeeze your chicken? So they can find you. It's like I was trying to come up with a nicer way, but like like instead of like Marco Polo, it's
Marco Polo,
and you just squeeze your chicken.
Oh my God. I guess. But his name is Shoken.
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 Shoken the chicken.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
So I wasn't sure. So I had to double check on what Scott was talking about as far as his. Oh, I still can't find out. So I'm all kind of backwards this morning. This is what happens when you miss a day. You actually miss a day, and then
It threw people off.
threw me off.
But we're back, even though we're late.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to download and upload again.
Well, I was kind of confused as far as what I was seeing on Scott's page.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to clarify because he was talking about the thing was in its rucksack.
Mm-hmm. And that they all carry them with them on their annual hike. So you wanted a closer look? Is that what it is?
Kinda. Hold on a minute. I know people are like, what the hell, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there it is. Scott with his rucksack and the chicken, which we have here. But I wasn't sure when he was talking about that because the other picture that he has on there is him in bed with Pat Strain.
On his profile?
Well, it's his first picture down. So.
On his.
So-
Okay, gotcha.
And they're cuddling.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it happens.
Friends, you know. I mean,
It happens.
you know, when manly men do that, nobody questions. You know.
That's. Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, the blanket. Love the blanket.
Oh my God! What is it? Little Mermaid?
It looks like, or some kind of princess. Looks like a princess thing, like Belle and Cinderella. That's cute.
Back to the rucksack. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty funny. That was cute. But anyways, thank you very much to Chris for sending those items. That was really. Scott goes, "Why men can't cuddle with a Disney princess blanket?" No, of course you can.
No judgment here.
No, we don't care. Chris says, "Please don't say squeezing chicken. I can't stop laughing."
Why is his mouth like that? It's just, I don't know. The mouth is, I don't know.
Scott, you're right. It's 2023. We should be able to be in touch with our feelings.
Can snuggle with whoever you want under whatever blanket you want.
That's it, man. I don't. That's it's all good. It's
And if you don't take
all
pictures and post it to Facebook,
good.
it didn't happen.
That's right. It didn't come up in your newsfeed. It didn't happen. So one of the things that I wanted to kind of guffaw about, not really guffaw about, but just talk about this morning.
Mm.
The chicken was not involved.
Thanks for clarifying.
That was the next question. When you work for a company, you know, it's like, and let's say you feel like you're not getting treated fairly.
Okay.
You know, when's enough?
Yep.
You know, is it you? Is it the employer? Is it the employees that you work around? But at some point, you come to, you know, some realization that I've just had it.
Yep.
You know. So I guess, is there a turning back point at that? Do you think that things can, you know, get better if you reach that point, or is it something that you just really need to cut ties with? So keep that. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
All right, be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
My name's Rich Grabowski. I am the Democratic nominee for the position of selectman here in Griswold for the coming election on November 7th.
And I'm Tina Falk, candidate for first selectman for the town of Griswold, endorsed by the Democratic Town Committee. We are committed to easing stress on Griswold's children, family, and seniors by working hard to obtain development, grants, and fiscal responsibility.
We are the team that will restore unity in our community.
And most of all, don't forget to vote on November 7th.
Paid for by the Griswold Democratic Town Committee, Linda Cody, Treasurer.
Buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns.
Are you tired of resetting passwords, getting locked out of websites, and listening to hold music for days? Do you really think 15 minutes is enough time to spend ensuring your biggest investments? The Burns Agency is here to help with in-person real-time customer care for all your insurance needs. Buy better with the Burns Agency for auto, home, business, and life.
Right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better, it burns. You buy better.
It's safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
All right, we are back. Thanks for. I noticed that people, you play a couple of ads. Well, we should, because they're our supporters, and they're the reason why we do this, and we do. We're able to do a lot of football broadcasts and stuff like that. People go, "I'm outies." All right, well,
It's fine. They can come back.
fine. We like the people that engage and and hang out and chit chat with us. It's Cats Off, not Catsoff, Chris. It's Katzoff.
For what? What is
Dr.
that?
Katzoff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So Chris is making funny. You stick with chickens, all right? Nope, no cat jokes. All right. So when's enough, Kathy? I mean, have you ever got to a point at a job where you just said, I can't do it anymore?
Yep.
This is just whatever.
Yep. So, I mean, personally, I kind of have that line in the sand, in my head. I know when I'm going to hit that point or that it's coming, and start preparing for it, start looking for other jobs, start, just looking at other alternatives, opportunities, that sort of thing, and have something lined up, and then get to a point where I'm just like, all right, I'm done pulling the trigger. So,
Well, what if you get to that point and you don't have something?
I would think, well,
I was at that point one time.
okay. I mean, well, then talk about it. I don't,
Okay,
I
so-
haven't been to that point.
So I was working for Verizon Wireless at the time. And as far as compensation and everything and benefits, they were second to none. They were a very, very good company to work for. But as far as now, goes back, 10 years. So when it comes to that, they were great. But when it came to policy and what they were doing, as far as hiring and promoting. Now, I was in training. I mean, I was plopped in a store, but I was the one that trained everybody. Okay. So that's all well and good. But one of the things that bothered me, especially as a trainer, a sales trainer, is that they only were promoting people from non-managerial into managerial positions under the age of 30.
Oh, so age discrimination.
Pretty much,
Yep.
right? Now, I wasn't worried about me, but I was worried about, other people, within the company. And I saw kids that were coming in right out of college and they were giving them assistant manager jobs. And it's like, dude, you don't know squat,
Right.
about anything,
Yep.
But because they had a degree, all of a sudden it was worth a management
Right.
position.
Yep.
And I can remember, rolling up to one assistant manager who was a real schmuck, but still it's like, whatever. And he knew I wouldn't listen to him. So I don't care what you say,
Yeah.
because it didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they never said anything to me. So, which is probably wrong, but whatever. And it got to the point where I knew everybody in, all of the districts in the area within pretty much Southern New England. And I had friends, in each one, because I've been there. I was there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I would kind of keep in touch, like, who got hired here, who got promoted here, or whatever. Now, I'm not talking about people from managerial positions moving laterally or up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about people that were in non-managerial.
Yep.
And there wasn't anybody at that point that we could find in Southern New England in the last 3 years that had been promoted from a non-managerial into a managerial position under the age of 30. I mean, over the age of 30.
Right. Yep. They'd all
It
been
just
under.
didn't happen.
Hmm.
And I'd go to HR. Well, that's not true. And I would say, well, give me an instant. I would go like this. So tell me an instance
Yeah,
when
right.
this happened.
Right. And they couldn't.
No. And they don't, because they're all protective and
Mhm.
whatever. And I got to say, when Radio Shack was in its heyday, they weren't like that at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I wonder if
It was straight promote from within.
yeah. I'm curious if it's still like that. If
I'm not
they've
sure.
maintained that culture, or if they've, someone's actually pushed it enough to get them to a point where they don't do that anymore.
Well, I got to the point where I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't know if I want to work for a company like this anymore.
Mhm.
And it even got to the point, okay, now I think they did this on purpose. So I won a trip. It's not really a trip, but it was to Newport.
Mhm.
And it was an overnight thing, and it was like a recognition party and
Yeah.
all this at one of the what do you call it? One of the mansions.
Yep.
It was a Great Gatsby theme, and it was a lot of fun and everything. Well, when it came time to hand out the plaques and everything at this museum and at this theater that they had, which is like an old theater on Main Street in Newport, which is beautiful. It's like one of the oldest theaters in the country. They totally forgot my name and didn't even invite me to the stage. So I'm thinking they're giving me the proverbial bird.
Yeah.
So, that's what I think that
Yeah.
happened there. And then at that point after that, I'm like, yeah.
Yep. All set.
I reached a point where it's like, I don't think there's anything that you can do or are willing to do. And I don't know how it affected me in a way that I didn't expect, because it was one day and I got to a point I just couldn't
Mhm.
leave to
Mhm.
go to work.
Mhm.
I just couldn't do it. And it turned into, like all, doctor's visits and all this stuff, because I just couldn't do it.
Mhm.
And I went back about 2 months later.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. It was a thing
Wow.
for a while. I mean, I was on long-term disability, and I'd never been on anything like that ever.
Holy cow.
Ever.
Wow.
And I went back, and I think I already had it in my head what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
that's
it's like,
it. You can't, in your head, mentally what you're willing to accept and not accept, and you may not be actively looking for things but you're still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like you're still preparing yourself for
I guess,
something that's
I guess
coming.
maybe subconsciously, because I went in for one day, and there was a girl that we were friends, work friends. It's like, oh, I'm so glad you're back. Hey, Tara, good to see you.
Mhm.
And she said, so are you back now? And after like 2 hours, I said, no.
No. Mm-mm.
No. I said, that's it. I said, this is it. I
Yep.
can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Chris just said it, because my job is getting to the point where I dread going to work,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and that's sad, especially when you have, I guess, a lot of faith in your job.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have loyalty, there's loyalty
That's the
to
word I
the
was looking
people
for.
you work with, to the company, to, whoever because of course there are people there that you like to work with,
Absolutely.
You know,
but then
and it's so you have that loyalty to them. You don't want to disappoint anybody, you know, that sort of thing.
yeah, and it really wasn't. It wasn't the people. I mean, there were a couple of people that were sticks in the mud that I just, wanted to slap across the face.
You just try to avoid those.
But I did
people.
not, and I did. So, Daryl from the Healthy Computer, School Street, Jewett City. I haven't said that in a while, so I felt
Really?
like I needed to give it a little extra. Says I live on the edge. When I have had enough, then I just leave. It takes a lot, but when it happens, it happens.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah. So, but then there are some people that will just suck it up for years, and they're
Yeah.
miserable.
Yep.
But
Unfortunately, yeah.
But I think some people get trapped.
Yeah.
I think they get trapped in their job because they have been there for so long. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
They don't think there's anything else.
Yep.
And then you get into more of like, all right. So my dad, when he was younger, well, I wouldn't say when my dad was older, because that's not a thing.
Right.
Well, he worked for a company called American Standard,
Mm-hmm.
where they do porcelain sinks and toilets and all that stuff. And they were up in Warregan. That's where Staples is now. It's a big warehouse. So he worked in the kilns, which is hot. And that's why he's so skinny, because he's melted.
I need to get a job there.
Huh?
I need to get a job there.
Oh no, it was brutal.
I'm sure it was.
Brutal. And so the place shut down. That factory did in the early 80s. And they asked my dad, they offered him a position, the same tenure and everything, in South Carolina and Ohio.
Oh.
Right. So we could have got up
Mhm.
and left and not even be here.
Yep.
However, we didn't. You know why? My mother said, I like Griswold school systems and I want Michael to continue to go.
Wow.
So we stayed. That was the one reason why we stayed
Wow.
that I was aware of. They didn't
Yeah.
tell me anything different.
Yeah. Jeez.
But we could have been in South Carolina or Ohio, the Ohio. But we could, but we didn't. So we stayed here. So my dad worked like odd jobs and stuff like that for a couple of years because in his 40s, he couldn't find a job.
I believe it.
And, for especially what he was making then.
Mm-hmm.
So he just, what do you do? So he was painting houses.
Yep.
He put an ad in the local rag called The Peddler. I don't know if you remember The Peddler.
Vaguely.
Yeah, it was one of those weekly thingies, and he called himself Mr. Help. And the only thing he got was, we'd put our phone number in there, you need something, call Mr. Help. And well, all he got were little old ladies that needed help.
Yes.
Tony, can you do my grocery shopping
Yeah.
for
Can
me?
you change my light bulbs?
Yeah, and
Can you-
and they thought it was a free service.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Why would anyone think that? I don't understand.
That's Mr. So the joke is even for 40 years, it's like, what's going on, Mr. Help? After all, you are Mr. Help.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah. I think the older you get, the harder it is, or you think the harder it is to find something else. But sometimes you have to, get outside your comfort zone, and, maybe that's the time where you look for something totally outside of what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Scott
said sometimes a month or two into the new job, and I think that's very, very true, that it's not going to work, especially if your employer doesn't treat your employees with respect, then wonders why no one wants to work for them. I know somebody right now who I love dearly that's in a situation like that.
Yeah, that stinks.
Rachel says that's the way some folks think that DoorDash is a free service.
I don't know how anyone would think that. It's a service. You have to pay for it.
Yeah. So anyway, my dad had a hard time finding a job.
Mhm.
All right. So he was in his early to mid 40s at the time. So we didn't know I found out later, it's like they didn't know what they were going to do. So he ended up knowing this one guy who ran a Pepsi plant up in northeastern Connecticut. And it was like one of the two only individually owned or privately owned Pepsi bottlers in New England. I don't think there are any anymore. I think Pepsi's bought them all up. But and he worked there 20 years.
Holy cow.
Yep, loading trucks.
Oh my God.
My dad was a laborer. He
Yeah,
was just,
yep.
you know, and he did that, and he worked every weekend or every other weekend at Bacchus.
Oh,
So
yeah. See, so he went outside what he was used to and did something totally different.
So he was loading trucks Monday through Friday, and then he practiced surgery.
Excellent.
The last
Got to
couple
keep
days.
those skills up.
I know. I saw something that in Latvia, this is cured. Let's try it. Take the seed of a sunflower oil and mix it with a wasp. Cured. No, he worked mopping floors and stuff like that. I mean, that's what
Hey, you do what you
but
got to
that's
do.
that was just my dad. He was just that. Well, it is my dad, and he's still here.
Still here. Yeah.
He's going to be 81 in a couple of months.
Wow.
But even when he retired, he was bored.
I'm sure.
So he
Yeah.
went back to Bacchus and worked every other weekend.
Yeah. I mean, you want to do
So,
something to keep
yeah.
keep yourself going, you know, have a purpose, have a reason to get up,
Sure.
even in retirement.
And now he's just grumpy.
Oh, he's just enjoying life.
Chris said his job would be useless or pointless without loaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, every position, you know, holds a valuable part in the process.
So anyway, now I have a job where I make considerably less, but
are you happier?
I'm happier.
There you go.
I'm happier professionally than I've ever been.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, I mean, we have a roof over our heads, our bills are paid,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. I mean,
Yep.
it's not, you know, we're not banking anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're saving a little bit for vacations and stuff like that, but
Yep.
you know, so you know, when we come knocking on your business door looking for support for our broadcast, it ain't because I'm wealthy. It's because we really need your help.
Yeah, it's not going into your pocket.
I wish it was, but it's
No.
not. You know, so speaking of which, we had two different locations. We had two broadcasts that were going simultaneously this
Mhm.
weekend. We had Colchester Youth Football in East Lyme and Griswold Youth Football in Griswold.
Ooh.
They were playing Ledger. So now I've got all these people, you know, and it's like, so yesterday I bought oil and then I'm Venmoing, and finally my Venmo said, no more.
What?
Because
They
unless you
limit
call
you?
unless you call your bank and up your limit on your debit card.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell?
Crap. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, because that's my funding source is just
Right.
my account.
Oh.
So
So it wouldn't work. It wouldn't help if you had Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal and used all three.
because, no, unless
Because
I
it's all
had it.
connected to one account.
Yeah, because if it was,
Interesting.
which is really something I should change, because I have more than one account and I could hook up like Cash App to one account
there you
and
go.
then Venmo.
Mhm.
So that way, you know, it wouldn't be a problem. So
Yep.
Cash App is incredibly easy to use.
Yeah, I think they all are.
Yeah.
They're all really easy to use.
Oh, I'm
Hello.
getting a call from Mableton, Georgia.
Is that the Love Boat?
That's the one I had for the cruise.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, then. I don't think I'm awake enough for this. I need
We're
coffee.
expecting you. You need coffee.
I know.
I
need
offered you coffee.
I
You
know.
said no.
Well, I didn't need it out of your cup. I need my own cup of coffee. I swear, I feel like I haven't slept in days.
Huh?
I haven't slept. I feel like I haven't slept in days, but I've been sleeping really well, and I always feel more tired when that happens. They're calling again?
No.
Oh.
Now it's the Burns Agency.
Oh. Interesting. Is that your ringtone for everybody? Oh my God.
So when we went on the cruise, before that, I would to get into the mood. I would go ahead and I put this in for our ringtone.
Oh my God.
So, of course, when you're doing a show or when you watch a show called The Love Boat, right?
Mhm.
For years, right? All you think of is Julie, your cruise director, right? So we go on a cruise. This was not Julie.
No?
It was some dude named Mark Hugh. And he was hip, man.
I'm sure.
He was hip. He was
kind of have to be
fun.
to be in that position.
Oh my God. He didn't stop. So, but it was a blast. It was a blast. Yeah, it wasn't Julie, your cruise director.
No. Times have changed.
I wonder if I wonder if the cruise directors these days get that thing. They think about they're comparing themselves to Julie, your cruise director.
Oh no, most of them probably don't even know who Julie the cruise director is.
Oh, that's true. Especially this.
Yeah, they have no idea. At that age, they don't know what Love Boat was or
No, they do not.
Those days are long gone.
They do not. Hold on a second.
Or Gilligan's Island.
Oh, I got it. That's right. I'm changing my policy from one company to another.
Oh.
Or there's Gopher.
Gopher?
Fred Grandy.
Oh.
Who ended up running for he ran for Congress. Never mind, it was before your time.
Yeah, you know what? Jerry Springer was a politician too. I mean, that
Yeah.
doesn't say much.
He was a mayor. Mayor of Cleveland?
I don't remember.
Cleveland?
Something like that.
So
Scary though.
he's dead.
Think about that.
He's
We
gone.
need to do a celebrity death pool for 2024.
Oh, there's nothing yet. There hasn't been anything lately since Jimmy Buffett. Things have kind of slowed down a little bit, which is good. Okay,
But I think we need to do. And it doesn't even have to be money. I just want to have a list put together just to see.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know who's. I know we go ahead and talk about the Deadpool every so often, but I really have no idea who's on the Deadpool right now because a lot of them are dead.
Yeah.
We had a little influx of death, for the Deadpool. So,
we should do that though for 2024.
Huh?
We should do that. The SNSN celebrity death
pool. The Deadpool.
I mean, just have it like posted up like on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
That as they go, you just like cross them off.
Sonny Bono. Another one. I got you, babe. You wear my ring. Oh, Cher. I can't do Cher. Cher had a weird voice. She still does.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something I want to do. I forgot. Welcome to Attention Deficit Disorder Radio.
Holy cow. Okay, go ahead.
So here's something. Mike, make these. It'll be fun, they said. You'll enjoy them, they said. There it is. The Jewett City Tumbler.
Oh, God. The only Jewett city in, I know the United States.
America's only Jewett City.
Is there a Jewett city anywhere else in the world?
There's a Jewett, Texas.
But not a Jewett city.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think.
I think they're trying to change their name just to piss us off.
I don't even think like in the world there's a Jewett city.
No, maybe that's very possible.
That's what I'm saying. I think it may be the only Jewett city in the world.
Yep. But this one right here has a picture of Slater Library, Jewett City Vampires, Fanning Park, and a little blurb of the history of Jewett City from one of the signs.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at the tumbler, it's a map. If you look close,
it's a map.
Yeah, look underneath. You'll see it.
Oh, the green part.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's actually the map of the borough.
Look at that.
Huh?
That's pretty cool.
That's my dear friend Peggy that did that.
That's really cool.
So there you go. There you go.
I like
Everybody.
it. I use mine all the time.
Huh?
I use mine all the time.
Your Jewett City Tumblr?
Well, not the Jewett City one, that one.
Oh, this one. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, one left.
Oh,
One left of the football tumblers.
how many did you get rid of?
All of them.
Okay.
Not many. I didn't make many. I didn't make many at all because I wasn't going to get stuck with them.
I really thought those things were going to fly.
I did too. No, Rachel, that is not true. Sunflowers do not need to be on this one. Sunflowers is a Griswold thing.
yeah.
It is not a Jewett City thing. Jewett City is the borough within the town of Griswold.
1 square mile
1 square mile.
with its own government, its own budget. It's
Everything.
for 1 square mile. There's a lot that happens in this 1 square mile.
Yeah, there is. Actually, there is more than people would realize.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's a cool looking tumbler. Peggy did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and does anybody want one? Probably not. But
You had one person that wanted one.
no, that's why we made him, because one person wanted a certain quantity. So
I like it.
huh?
I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, so, and I don't want to say who that person is because it could be gifts. I don't know, for
Yep.
somebody or whatever.
She did a great job designing it.
Yeah, she's awesome. Peggy does an awesome job. So anyway, get your Jewett City Tumbler knot. Nobody's gonna
Or the
buy 'em,
last,
I mean.
or the last Griswold football one,
huh?
or the last Griswold
Oh yeah,
football
there's
one.
one more of these. One more, and it's
What
not the
about-
one I'm drinking out of.
What about soccer, volleyball?
2 each. There's a couple of those. So we do have a couple of boys soccer, a couple of girls soccer, and actually we have a girls soccer one that came out like purplish, and the letters are still green and everything, but it's really unique and really cool looking. You know, it's
Interesting.
you know what it's like. It's kind of like you know, you ever have one of these, you know, these issues where you have you just kind of hanging out and somebody goes, and you know, you're looking to, you know, like sell tumblers, right?
Mhm.
And then when you're done, they come back. Hey, did I miss anything? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Did we win?
Uh-huh.
Welcome to Jewett City. One more tumbler out of 4. I'm not following you there, Rachel. Rachel's from northern South Carolina or southern
Oh,
North Carolina.
yes.
I'm not sure which one, but that's Rachel and her ferrets.
Ferrets? She has
Yeah,
ferrets?
she has 30 ferrets.
Oh my God.
Or maybe it's 3. Maybe I embellished that story there.
So I have a funny story about ferrets.
Okay.
So when we were younger, my younger sister was maybe 4-ish, somewhere around there. So I was like 9, 10, maybe somewhere in that area. And we didn't live in the best parts growing up. So this was in Norwich in a pretty rough section of town. And it was always my job as the oldest to keep an eye on my younger brother and sister when we're outside playing. You know, it was one of those like it's the summertime, you know, you don't come in the house, you stay outside, you play kind of thing. And my mom, I think, had come outside to check on us or whatever. And she saw my sister's bike just like laying on its side on the corner, and my sister was nowhere to be found. So of course we started yelling for her. We're going around the neighborhood yelling for her. Can't find her. My mom calls the cops. The cops come. They're canvassing the whole area. You know, I mean, she was like 4 at the time. So we're all freaking out. I'm like terrified because I know I'm going to get in trouble because I was supposed to be watching her and I wasn't. So I'm like, oh my God. Next thing you know, my sister, she just comes like walking out of this like house that was a little bit down the hill. And we're like, what were you doing? Where were you? Oh, I was petting the ferrets. There was a neighbor that had ferrets and she used to walk them. And my sister just wanted to go check them out, I guess, and somehow got into this lady's house and was playing with her ferrets at like 3, 4 years old or however old she was. She was pretty young. So this whole, like, everyone's outside screaming and yelling for her, and she's inside one of the neighbors' houses playing with ferrets.
Got it.
So I got in trouble for that one. That was a rough day. But yeah, ferrets. That's whenever I hear that
Ferrets.
word, that's what I think of. Is it her walking out of that house? Like, what's going on? Everyone look for her, the cops are there. Like,
Ferrets are beautiful.
mm.
Spineless little creatures.
They were cool. She used to walk them on like little leashes, like throughout the neighborhood. She was kind of wacky. Like, she was one of those like wacky neighbor people, you know, that she was nice, but just a little, like, you knew something was a little off with her. But yeah, she used to walk them through the neighborhood, and they were kind of cool.
Chris said he had a dream last night about a race car driving ferret.
Okay. A race car driving ferret.
Yeah. Kind of like Toonces, the cat that could drive on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you remember that?
No, I don't remember that. A race car driving ferret. Well, like, is there like a dream interpreter on? I would love to know what that means. Like, what is the meaning behind a
We should do that.
a
We should
ferret
have-
driving a race car? Like, what is that? What does that mean? I always wonder,
don't
like,
know.
wacky dreams like that, like the really vivid, wacky dreams. Like, what are they trying to say? Ferret
don't
driving
know.
race car, though, that's a new one. I don't think I've ever heard of that one before.
Well, that is Chris.
Mhm. Driving a race car, like a NASCAR, or like a
This is
Formula
Chris.
One.
This is Chris right here, the chicken trucker. That's what he does. He drives. He hauls chicken. No,
Not those chickens, though.
real chicken.
Real chickens.
Parts is parts.
That's pretty funny.
What parts is parts?
Do they sound like that when he's hauling them?
No, they're dead.
Oh, are they? Oh, he hauls dead chickens. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's frozen chicken. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's frozen. I think he said it's frozen chicken for Chinese restaurants, like the dark meat, that kind of stuff.
seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there was like a joke coming after
No,
that or something.
no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
that's what he told me. I mean,
Okay.
unless he's lying.
No, I'm sure he knows what he's hauling.
It's either that. Sometimes it's bagels,
Bagels.
leg quarters,
Oh.
leg quarters. Okay.
Oh. So
Barbecue.
if they're making noises, then there's a problem. They shouldn't be making any noises from
Chris,
the back.
Yeah, I know. If they are, then that's a problem. It's a ghost of chicken past. You ever take a case of leg quarters and then all of a sudden you go up to a restaurant and go, I don't know what happened. I guess we got shorted one. I don't know. You got barbecue sauce coming off your mouth, you know. The hibachi is still smoking in the back of the truck. Tailgating at a truck stop. Come on over here, free chicken.
Leftover potato salad just off to the side.
Oh.
All right, what you got going on over there?
Huh?
What you got going on over there? Anything good?
Nothing.
Oh,
But
I
I
see
think we're
you
going to get
going
out of
away.
here. So we're sorry about yesterday. Well, not really, but I mean, I had some family stuff that I had to deal with, and which worked out well. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking.
You did have people
I didn't
wondering why
know.
you weren't on yesterday.
Why didn't they contact me?
Because they don't want to bug you. They don't know what's
Who
going
told
on.
me?
No.
I know. For what?
I don't
Because I'm
know.
not unreachable?
No, not that. If you're not on, they just assume something's going on. They don't want to bother you. I wouldn't text
I
you
don't
either.
know how many. Why?
Because I would wait to see what's going on before I bug you. I wouldn't bug somebody if something like
Well, then
if
I
they
guess
just
we're
weren't
not
on.
really friends, then, are we,
Yes,
Kathy?
we are. Yes, we are. I just wouldn't want to bother you. Obviously, something's up. Either you don't feel good or something's going on. I'm not going to bug you and be like, why aren't you on the air? No, I'll just wait and see. Wait and see what's going on and bug you later.
All right.
That's all.
Whatever. No, yesterday was something that I had to take care of, and today we were just on Walden time.
Yeah.
So-
It happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get me a big old coffee.
I'm gonna get myself a big old bowl of oatmeal.
Mm,
It's the right thing to do.
pop an Adderall.
Wow,
Wake
let's
up.
talk about that.
It's a prescription. It's a legit prescription
All
I
right.
have. Not
So-
doing anything I'm not supposed to be.
So for all you people that don't want this, I'm gonna go ahead and show it again.
What's that?
The Jewett City Tumblr.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like, yeah, whatever. You can put soup in these damn things, you know.
ooh, soup.
Soup. Soup is good food.
I wouldn't be able to drink soup. I'm not a soup person. But I wouldn't be able to drink it. That's one of those things. I couldn't drink soup.
Erica says, I figured you were catching up from the games this weekend or sick from the rain.
Yeah.
No, it was just, everybody has.
It was just life. Life happens.
Life happens,
Sometimes you got to just deal with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
But we're back today. A little bit later. Maybe tomorrow we'll be back on schedule.
maybe, who knows? But we'll be back with Paul Ash tomorrow morning. So thank you guys for coming on in. I appreciate every one of you for coming in and hanging out with us here on a Walden Time Tuesday.
Great.
Oh, mercy sakes alive. We'll see you tomorrow right here on SNSN.
With a fast pay or easy pay refinance mortgage from Jewett City Savings Bank, you may be able to lower your rate or shorten your term, saving you money over the life of your loan. To give your current mortgage a refresh, stop by your nearest branch or visit us at jcsbank.com to apply online. We make that fast and easy too. Jewett City Savings Bank. Your life, your bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
It all the time. I love to support local business. Look to a business that also supports the community in return. If you're looking for both of these qualifications, then Winton Automotive on North Main Street, Jewett City should be your choice for auto repair. Ken Winton is local but supports local teams all year long. From oil changes to engine repair, Winton Automotive can do it all. Find them on Facebook or go to a youth sporting event and you'll probably see Winton Automotive on somebody's jersey. Winton Automotive, North Main Street, Jewett City, proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics.
With a fast pay or easy pay refinance mortgage from Jewett City Savings Bank, you may be able to lower your rate or shorten your term, saving you money over the life of your loan. To give your current mortgage a refresh, stop by your nearest branch or visit us at jcsbank.com to apply online. We make that fast and easy too. Jewett City Savings Bank. Your life, your bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Miranda Mahoney from Grizzle Pride. Are you a current substance user or care about someone who is? We are losing more and more people every day. It's time we started using new ideas and resources to keep our loved ones alive. You can keep you or your loved one alive by never using alone, carrying Narcan, and using fentanyl testing strips. Grizzle Pride and Matt's Mission are here to support all of you. Using harm reduction supplies can and will keep you alive. Contact us on our websites or social media, grizzlepride.org and mattsmission.net. Remember, you're not alone.